Hello dear students, welcome back to E-Classes of Commerce Standard 12. Today's our topic is Henry Fayol's 14 Principles of Management. So before learning 14 Principles of Management, let's have a brief introduction about Henry Fayol. Henry Fayol from 1841 to 1925. He is known as Father of General Administration. Henry Fayol, a French industrialist, is now recognized as the father of modern management. In year 1916, Fayol wrote a book entitled Industrial and General Administration. In this book, he gave the 14 principles of management. These 14 principles of management are universally accepted and used even today. According to Henry Fayol, all managers must follow these 14 principles. So we can say that these are only directive principles and management is a task of wisdom. So now let's learn the 14 principles of management one by one in detail. So let's have a look on 14 principles of Henry Fayol. First is division of work. Second, authority and responsibility. Third, discipline. Fourth, unity of command. Fifth, unity of direction. Sixth, interest. Seventh, remuneration. Eighth, centralization. Ninth, scalar chain. 10th, order. 11th, equity. 12th, stability of tenure. 13th, initiative. And 14th, ESPIRIT de corps. So let's study in detail. First is division of work. Let's read it. Work should be divided among individuals and groups to ensure that effort and attention are focused on special portions of the task. This means this principle suggests that total work should be subdivided into small parts and then it should be allocated to one who is expert in that part of work. So proper distribution of work can lead to specialization. Next point, Fayol presented work specialization as the best way to use the human resources of the organization. If any business organization have to make the good use of human resources, they have to allocate the work to employees according to their abilities, qualification and aptitudes so that every employee can easily understand their task and give their 100% contributions for the achievement of organization goals. Second is authority and responsibility. So let us first understand the meaning of authority and responsibility. Authority means power to take decisions and responsibility means obligation to complete the assigned task in time. Let's read it. The concept of authority and responsibility are closely related. That means authority and responsibility both have interdependence relationship with each other. Next point, authority was defined by Fayol as the right to give orders and the power to exact obedience. Responsibility involves being accountable and is therefore naturally associated with authority. Whoever assumes authority also assumes responsibility. That means authority and responsibility goes hand in hand. That means manager gives authority and responsibility both together to subordinate, and in return subordinate is accountable to manager. That means subordinate is answerable to manager. So, in the absence of authority, nobody can take responsibility to achieve the organizational goals. Hence, we can say that authority comes along with responsibility. Third one is discipline. Let's read it. A successful organization requires the common effort of workers. Penalties should be applied judicially to encourage this common effort. That means it is also an essential principle of management. According to this principle, those are working in organization as employee and employer should obey the orders, instructions and rules of leader strictly to maintain the discipline. In case any subordinate does not follow the orders and instructions of the leader, then he will have to pay penalty for this. Thus, it is clear that discipline should be maintained in organization. Fourth is unity of command. Workers should receive order from only one manager. So, according to this principle, every individual in organization must get orders and instructions only from their own departmental head and not from others. Because if an individual will get orders and instructions from other superiors, then conflicts may arise and confusion may create among the departments. As a result of this, work cannot be carried out properly by them. So, here in the picture also you can see that there is one leader among them and rest of all are being instructed. So, we can say that orders should be received from only one manager to avoid conflicts and confusions. Fifth is unity of direction. The entire organization should be moving towards a common objective in a common direction. Here you can look into the picture and see that all are moving together in one direction, and so there is a unity of direction as they all have same objective. So, according to this principle, every group of activities in organization should have the same objectives. It means all the activities must be directed by one superior and with one plan so that organization cannot face any difficulties in achieving its predetermined goal. Sixth is subordination of individual interest to the general interest. The interest of one person should not take priority over the interest of the organization as whole. That means individual interest should be secondary and general interest should be the most priority. So, according to this principle, the interest of group is above in comparison to the interest of individual. It means organization has to give priority to the group needs rather than individual because no organization can achieve its goals properly without the group efforts. Hence, it is clear that interest of group is above in the comparison to interest of an individual. Here you can look into the picture also and see that general interest is being given more importance than individual interest. Seventh is remuneration. Remuneration means return against the services provided by employees. According to this principle, every employee in the organization should receive handsome and equal remuneration. That means organization should treat every employee equal in matter of remuneration. The difference in payment of personnel must be on the basis of job differentials, abilities, responsibilities, and difficulties of job. Here you can look into the picture and see some of them are paid higher wages and some of them are paid lower wages. This means they are being paid the remuneration on the basis of their abilities and responsibilities and job differentials. That means different positions. So, remuneration should be given equal by the organization seeing their positions or nature of their jobs. And while determining their remuneration, cost of living, price level, and financial situation of enterprise should be considered. Eighth is centralization. Fayol defines centralization as lowering the importance of subordinate role. Decentralization is increasing the importance. The degree to which centralization or decentralization should be adopted depends on the specific organization in which the manager is working. So now let us understand. Centralization and decentralization both are interrelated terms. Centralization refers to a system in which only authorized person can take vital decisions for the development of organization. No common individual has right to take decisions. On the other hand, decentralization refers to a system in which authority can be transferred from higher level to bottom level among the personnel to take vital decisions for the development of organization. Thus, centralization lower the importance of subordinate role as they don't have any authority to take decisions, and decentralization increase the importance of subordinate role as they have authority to take the decisions. Here you can look into the picture of centralization and decentralization. In centralization, only one person have the authority to take all the decisions, and in decentralization, authorities are transferred from higher level to bottom level to take decisions. And to adopt centralization or decentralization depends on the specific organization. Is scalar chain. Here you can look into the picture and see that chain is created from top level management to lower level management. Let's read it. Managers in the hierarchies are the part of chain like authority scale. Each manager from the first line supervisor to the president possess certain amount of authority. The president possesses the most authority and the first line supervisor the least. That means power and responsibility are given as per their respective level. Lower level managers should always keep upper level managers informed of their work activities. So all the top level managers are being informed by lower level managers that how much task is completed. The existence of a scalar chain and adherence to it are necessary if the organization is to be successful. So maintaining a chain is essential if business unit needs success. So according to this principle, all those are working in organization are linked with each other in superior subordinate relationship. And this is called scalar chain. 10th is order. Here order means proper arrangement of raw materials, people and everything. So let's read it. For the sake of efficiency and coordination, all the materials and people related to a specific kind of work should be treated as equally as possible. So according to this principle, each and every activity should be done by personnel on the basis of proper pattern. It can only be possible when the tasks are clearly defined among the personnel according to their abilities, qualification and understanding. So, according to Henry Fayol, order means right person on the right job and everything in the right place. 11th is equity. Here, looking into picture, we can easily understand that everyone should be treated equally. So let's read it. All employees should be treated as equally as possible. So, according to this principle, all those are working in organization as a superior and subordinate both have equal rights as human beings. In fact, all the groups of people, either they may be authorized or non-authorized personnel, are equal in the eye of organization. There is no difference among them on the basis of caste, creed, positions and other things. So, in short, organization have to treat all the employees equally, whether a superior or a subordinate. 12th is stability of tenure of personnel. Let's read it. Retaining productive employees should always be a high priority of management. That means employees, those who are giving the high productivity to the business unit, should be made stable by giving them job security, as permanent employees are asset of any business unit. Next point is recruitment and selection cost, as well as increased product reject rates are usually associated with hiring new workers. If you have employees permanent in your business unit, they decrease labor turnover rate and they give 100% contribution for the achievement of predetermined goals of organization. Thus, tenure of the personnel should be stable so that there is reduction in recruitment and selection cost. 13th is initiative. Initiative means to come forward willingly and to take the responsibilities. So let's read it. Management should take steps to encourage worker initiative, which is defined as new or additional work activity undertaken through self-direction. So, according to this principle, in every organization, managers has to create such an environment where a group of people are willing to take initiative and responsibility for doing various activities in the most efficient way and for all-round development of organization. It is only possible on the basis of developing cooperative relationship among the group of people. Thus, we can say it is a vital principle of management. 14th and the last principle, esprit de corps. Here in the picture you can look and understand that they show that we all are one. There is a feeling of oneness. So esprit de corps means feeling of oneness. Let's read it. Management should encourage harmony and general good feelings among employees. So according to this principle, everyone in the organization do their task under the guidance of team spirit. In fact, any organization cannot attain its predetermined goals efficiently in the absence of team efforts. Thus, it is clear that team spirit is too important in organization among the groups to achieve organizational goals in efficient way. So, management should take steps to create the atmosphere of feeling of oneness or to create the feeling of team spirit, as working in team together can make possible achievements of goals easily. So here we have completed 14 principles of management by Henry Fayol. And now let's have a look to other topic, that is contribution of Peter F. Drucker in the field of management. First point is from 1909 to 2005. So he was born in the year 1909 and he died in the year 2005. He was a well-known managerial leader. He was famous as writer, philosopher and educator. Third, he favored the theory that employees are the valuable assets. Yes, employees are the valuable assets for any business unit because without them there is no one to perform all the activities. Fourth, his important contributions are MBO, that is management by objectives, and principles of self-regulation. Management by objective means there should be uniformity in aim of employees and managers for the achievement of aim. And self-regulation means ability to understand and manage the things on own. So these were the important contribution of Peter F. Drucker. He also contributed in human resource management, marketing management and stress management. Hence, Peter F. Drucker is called father of modern management. Here we have completed the chapter. Go through it, revise it. Thank you.